So, there are different reasons why people meditate, and the ultimate reason for meditation is to find your true essence, which is your true self, which is in you, which is not different from anybody else's self. Actually, in its full bloom, everyone's self is the same and connected to each other. Very often philosophers, even political philosophers, have thought about equality. Whole philosophies have been written on it. I come from the south of India, where even when you go to college, you see a lot of red flags out there. So we go through, we are exposed to a little bit of Marxist literature also. So I've read the Das Kapital myself, which is Karl Marx's important work, and many others. Now the idea is, some of these philosophers have aimed at equality, and they've presented a utopia of economic equality, which has never worked anywhere in the world. It was a good idea, of course, but it has not worked anywhere in the world. We know that. However, we believe that there is something called spiritual equality, which works many a time. Which means, physically, all of us are not made equal. We're unequal by birth, by genetics, by various reasons, by our upbringing. We can't be. When I say equal, I mean we are not the same, we're different. However, there's one sense we are the same, and that is, every human, every living being in the depths of one's heart has a spark of the divine. We are equal, that way. Whether the other person realizes it or not, if I know it, then I see the divinity in others. So there is nobody who is not divine, whether one has discovered it or not. That's a different story. So the whole movement of the higher level of meditation is to discover the spiritual identity in the depths of our consciousness, in the core of our consciousness. If you have done that, then you really rest in peace. Before dying. And there's no point in resting in peace after you're laid to rest. Nobody knows whether you're conscious even. Can we do that while we are still alive? And the rishis have answered, the yogis have said, yes, this is possible. So, this is why we meditate. Ultimately to find our true essence. Ultimately to find the supreme peace which we look for in the outside world. Ultimately to find our true identity, which is not different from the divine. And therefore to see everybody as divine in some way, in true essence. This is why we, in the higher levels, meditate. In the lesser levels, we meditate to keep our mind healthy, the body healthy, not get stressed up with things, to be more efficient. A person who meditates is certainly more efficient than a person who does not, because it sharpens the mind and frees it from distractions. Once you learn one pointed attention, you can apply it to anything, this world or that, doesn't matter. So, even if you don't want to find the ultimate truth or sat, it's a good idea to start some kind of meditation so that you learn how to gather your energies, free the mind from distractions and move forward. When perhaps later on you'd say, I have a beautiful weapon now, let me apply it for something better. Or let's not use the word weapon, it brings war into your mind. But I have an instrument of perception, the mind, which I can direct towards the higher realities. It can come later. But there's no harm in starting with small things. Rome was not built in a day. You have to be patient. I would say Varanasi was not built in a day. It's older than Rome. So, this is my message today. It's 6 o'clock. I've been yapping for 1 hour now. Almost 5 minutes. So, we are open to questions. I can't say that I can answer all your questions because until I hear the questions, I don't know if I know the answers. So, but before that, being a human being, I have some compulsions. So give me 2 minutes, I go to the washroom and come back. Thank you.